So open priority right now between Caio Ibelli. John Florence in third priority. He's going to fish under that priority, under the ledge, in the barrel, in the puka, out of the bubble. John Florence just hit. This is his backyard, Jesse. He just makes it look so easy, even under priority.
I know.
Like so let's take a look at this one more time, Jesse.
Yeah, just identifying that there was a potential of a backup score right there and just making us as much as possible out of that wave. Like I mentioned, nothing special, but great ride right there for him. Kind of late for that wave, actually, and able to just snuck in just before the hit landed on his head. Check this out. As he taking off, still he was standing up on the board and the wave was already breaking on top of him. So just shows a lot of technical skills from John to being able to pull that off. And this is just another wave for him out here. It's like he probably came out of that nothing special.
But celebrating John Florence. We'll get into his numbers at pipe, which are equally as impressive. Here we go, Caio Ibelli, right behind the current, in the barrel, spit comes out. Caio barely not able to make an exit. Jake Marshall wants his hand in it, gets real high there for the exit, so the Encinitas surfer gets his first score on the board.
Right, and that's what made Caio so dangerous out here. He's so unpredictable. Yeah, and he was doing that just now here too. He had Miguel in his corner, which, we might see John coming up.
Here comes John. Pulls in, travels through the barrel, over the foam ball, spit. John comes out with the vapor. And John Florence, as we were expected, it was just a matter of time.
And you can see there wasn't a bunch of wash-throughs coming through, so it was time for a good wave to come through. And, luckily, the skill of Florence having priority during that wave, you could see how perfect that cylinder was and how epic it was all the way through the end of that wave. So, right now we're going to see some more really quality waves coming through as the conditions are absolutely butter out here. It's just perfect.
Checking out these replays, and John Florence, just a master at the barrel. When we talk about pipeline, John has the highest heat winning percentage of everyone in this event. 71% heat winning percentage at pipeline for surfing like that, Jesse.
Yeah, and what's impressive about this wave right here, you're going to see the spit coming out. And what that does, it makes you completely blind. So basically for a split second right there, it was all about feeling. He had so many repetitions out here that he knows what he has to do even if he's not looking. So it's almost like he can do it in his sleep. And just combing it up with a nice carve, just a little extra half a point right there for him. This is going to be an excellent wave.
John goes to the lead. Jake Marshall got a wave. That was a crazy drop.
Wow, what a drop he had right there. It felt like he was not going to be able to stick. Looks like we have kind of a second reefer. They're looking at it. Let's see if they're going to take it.
Here comes Caio. Big, beefy looking wave, drawing off the bottom, grabbing onto the rail, pulls high through the bubble, comes out of the barrel. Caio Ibelli answers the call.
I think we're going to be able to see this very well, but right here it starts to having a look. Beautiful, just a classic pipeline bottom turn. And right here, see that? The wave bent away from the shoreline, and he just had to really highline it. And pretty similar to what John did after, like a nice carve. So beautiful rhythm wave right there. Nice drop. Wave bends, starts to clamp, but he's able to really get a high line to it.
Let's take a look at some of the replays. Jake Marshall starting off, Jesse.
Wow, that was another very late drop. That just shows how comfortable he actually get much dipper. And on a different side, just a roll in from John and just a perfect stall, huge spit coming out. That was two beautiful rides right there, back to back. As you see it right here, John just with the rolling, but kind of like a double up in front of him. Just so much intensity and all that energy coming out on that spit. He's going to get rewarded very nicely for this one.
And notice, like you pointed out, Jesse, that he has the reef so wired that he found the section he's going to just kind of roll into this barrel.
Yeah, and that's just pipeline. Most of it is just, obviously, for those guys that are in this level, it's just about learning how to position yourself. And John knows every wave, how they break and how he can predict what's going to happen once it hits the reef. So,
great point. I mean, you can get drained the whole way around, but if you don't make it out, you don't get the score. Let's see if Caio gets the score here. Nice drop, kind of a pocket ride coming through there. Slips off of the bottom. Jesse Mendez, I'm asking you your opinion of that wave. Was that enough for a 2.87?
Okay, let's see why the judges. See it right there. As soon as he disappeared, he already comes out again. And he kind of drove through the barrel like they almost like you to be a little bit behind and disappear for a long time. Might looks like he's gonna find something underneath.
Looking on the corner here, Ibelli pulls in again. This is a tight shack with no exit. Clock continues to tick down. Jake Marshall wants to defend his current second place position. Marshall with priority. Marshall looking back door. Jake pulls in under the hood. Thick, grindy barrel. And that felt good for the Encinitas Surfer coming out of that one. And he will add to his scoreline and improve his position. Make it harder for Caio Ibelli.
He was just behind the apex, which it makes you just get deep enough and gives you a little bit more extra time on the bottom turn in order for you to actually get under the hood. And that was beautiful rhythm wave for him. Check this out. The wave's already breaking. He's still taking off and just knifes it enough to get that nice barrel and so much energy into that reef. And that was a nice ride for Jake Marshall.
A sharp eye under Jake Marshall. 15 seconds. Beautiful shot up above of Pipeline and Hawaii's blue water. Here we go. Ibelli knifes it off the bottom, yanks on the rail, disappears in the tube, spit, and gets gobbled up. So we'll see him, Caio Ibelli, in the elimination round. There's the numbers. John Florence, as expected, advancing on into the round of 32. Jake Marshall did a great job. A 7.87, a 6.6. Caio Ibelli onto elimination round. We're on to another heat.